Hey everyone, and welcome to Razor's Edge. This is Jim. We are looking again for a second time at Texas Football 2023. The first video was a real high overview. Didn't really talk about all of the tabs across the franchise in franchise play, and I just wanted to go over those. Appreciate all the comments and likes. Thank you. I don't make any money off these videos. I'm an avid gamer and love to share information as I figure things out. So I'm going to work across this from left to right, excluding settings. Just to cover some things over the dashboard. I have been working on my team morale. Team morale is really affected by a lot of different factors, not just wins or losses. And just to cover some things in here, I want to go over some of the charts. These are pretty cool. You can go through and look at your standings by division, wild card. You can change the conferences. You could see here, this is the playoffs this will start filling out as the season wraps up. I'm 12 weeks into the season. My team's currently 6-6. This is week 13. You can see, you can actually watch some of these games if you want to. See some of the other teams, how they play, what formations they run. Right now, Columbus is my team, and we are we're not doing good. We're 6-6, as I said. Take a look at stats. You can go in, you can drill into stat leaders. You can start, there's a lot of information in here. Passing leaders, rushing, receiving, defensive tackles, blah, blah, blah. Pretty much everything's in here. There's a hall of records. You can go by franchise records, individual records. Why is this information decent or good? We'll talk about that. That has come into trades. Obviously, the hall of records is something you want to pay attention to as you start to come in here and deal with your personnel changes. So as you can see, these are some of the team rankings. These are what's affecting my team and my overall stats on my team. You can see we're 32nd in offense. Not doing too hot. We're doing really good in defense. And there's a reason for that. So under personnel, free agency. Now, I'm going to skip a tab over here and open up some things here. Team strategy, you can set the intensity of the training you want to do. Right now I have it set to normal. You can go higher intensity, which will give you more points. But the thing is, it does affect your overall morale. Obviously, if you're beating the heck out of a team during the week, they're not going to play good on Sunday. So here's where I've been focusing my current. And I might change these up just based on the last game. We had some turnovers and some penalties that really destroyed us. But I've got, as you can see, a lot of points in film study. So I do have some points to spend in there because I want to work on tackling our secondary. Is really sucking. Let's see. Let's go over. I think we're done with personnel. So you've got 53. You need 53 in your depth chart to actually play a game. So as you start to decide, hey, I've got this thing called what is it? And you can see there's the team morale right there. You could start to actually put people into what's called training. And let's take a look at that. Nobody's expired, so that's good. We're not losing anybody to the free agency or trades. Oh, where did I leave off? I get so lost in all these charts and graphs. You do have a practice squad. Right now, my practice squad is full of injuries. You can, they're not all injured, but yeah, actually they are. These are, he's not. So they have a little red icon, but you can pull these people into the active roster and move people. You can start to move people around. So there's the practice squad. You see I have 3 injuries right now, and there's how the injuries are, how long they're going to be out. Right now, luckily, I'm just dealing with a couple weeks. Front office. This is something I spent a lot of time into, and here you can change your coaching staff. You can actually fire your head coach if you know any of these coaches. You can hire new ones. Obviously, you have the head coach. You've got I haven't even filled those yet, so we'll talk about. I don't know. I don't have any money to. But they have like special teams coaches. Let's see. There's quarterback coach. Your running back coach. I mean, your coach. And some of them even have badges. Pretty cool. Facilities. These are really good if you want to try to increase your bottom dollar, what you're making. They also affect the players when you go into training. I've actually added in film room studies, weight room, you name it. We've got rehab in here. This is good for trying to get people out of injury status, even transportation. So just some things to think about. You don't obviously want to blow all your cash in here, because then you won't have any money for trading. Here's my financial report. You can see right now I'm operating at a huge loss, but there's a reason for that. I just spent a ton of money on contracts, bringing people into our roster. And I did that by accident because I put a bunch of people into squad training. Not realizing I needed 53 in the roster, active roster. So I had to go out and take some free agents and bring them in. I know I'm flipping around here. These are some of the scouting reports. You can actually spend points to scout the different conferences for potential players. Right now, I am in desperate need of a kicker. So you can do that one of 2 ways. You can go into the free agency pool. You could take a look in here, the different positions, what their ranking is, their overall score. You can actually offer them a contract. You can also trade. So you can go in with a different team. You can pick whatever team you want. Look at their record. And you can look at the leaderboards, and you can try to figure out, or look at the scouting report. And in here, you can add player, you can add a draft pick, you can give them like first round draft pick. All those are, to your disposal. Let's see, what else? What am I missing? Did I cover everything? I'm really struggling there. Yeah, I think I went through all these. There's, down to specific details, there's literally stats per yard, per carry. And I'm trying to figure out where I found that. We're not leading in anything right now except penalties. So definitely working on trying to fix that. I know I'm kind of stumbling through here because it's a lot to take in. And there's not a lot of information on it, so you just kind of have to kind of wing it. Play around with the different settings. I have, made a couple trades. Yeah, we already talked about coaching. I filled out all my coaching spots. You got a draft guide in here. It'll kind of lead you through based on your scouting reports, who you could potentially put up for trade and who you'd want to try to replace him with. This has been kind of handy. I haven't actually gotten a coach to release any players because I don't want to give up any players. So you can imagine it's kind of tough. So right now we don't have any. I assume this will happen at the end of the season for the draft picks and the draft summary. So I'm looking forward to that. There's a live draft. And we're getting towards the end of the season, and when I get to that point, if it's worth giving a video or putting a video out, I will. But I'll tell you, I'm having a lot of fun with this game. It's not a Madden game, but I'll tell you, the Madden franchise is a bunch of crap. I actually refunded even the newest one. I mean, just negative this horrible, buggy, crashes, just overall stupidity. The devs have patched this game at least 6 times working on AI since I started. Since I purchased the game. Really happy with their continued work on this game. It's pretty refreshing. So that's really all I have for this video. I really wanted to go into the depth of, it's not just yeah, you can play just a game. If you just want to play football, you can do that. But there's a whole lot more here in the coaching and managing a franchise. That's why they actually added a franchise mode. So I'm having fun with it. I'm getting ready to go play Miami in this week, and hopefully we come up with a win. Their record is they're at the bottom of their depth chart. And we're fighting for that first and second right now in a tie with Cincinnati. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully I pull this out and we can secure a spot in the playoffs. We shall see. But anyway, thanks for watching, and thanks for all the feedback. And we'll see you on the next video. Axis Football.